Herzlich willkommen. I'm sorry we are having some technical problems, so I'm kind of improvising because I have to look on your screen because on my screen there's not the right presentation actually, but it's fine. Welcome, my name is Monica. I'm from the German Academic Exchange Service. I think I have seen some of you already at the booth, and I would like to invite you all to come to the booth if after the presentation you have any more questions. And what I actually prepared was I would have liked to show you our programs, the database where you can find the program of your choice, but this is actually not possible. So please, after the presentation, if you're interested, come to the booth and I will show you there. How can I switch now the slides? I'm sorry. So now you have learned your basic German words already, some very useful, very important, and very typical words in German from this little video. Yeah, we are focusing on studying in Germany today. And of course, there are many reasons why you should study in Germany. You have heard a lot of reasons from other European countries. They are pretty much the same and some more. So I'm focusing, because we don't have much time, we are focusing on the academic reasons why you should study in Germany, why studying in Germany is a good idea. There is excellent teaching and research. You might know that German universities rank among the best in the world, so the quality of the programs is, of course, the first reason. Diversity, you have heard about diversity from the other presentations already. It's Europe is a diverse continent, and diversity is kind of a key quality in Europe. But there's also a great diversity in academic programs, a great range of courses, and I don't know, I have forgotten, like 20,000 programs, but at least 2,000 are taught in English. So if your German is not yet on the advanced level, then you might consider studying an international program, and there are many. There is something very specific about German universities. There are so-called, we have universities and universities for applied sciences, and they are really a great opportunity for foreign students, because they have so many aspects that are interesting, especially if you come from abroad. They are smaller, they focus on specific subjects, they are more familiar. Usually they are not in the big cities, and therefore they offer more easier way to get in touch with your teachers, with your professors, and also with the international community. But they are called universities of applied sciences because they offer those hands-on programs, practice-oriented, which facilitates the entry into the labor market. So this might be something, some very useful information for you. Germany is open-minded, and our doors are open. You can make most of yourself, and of course, open doors means that studying in Germany is for free. The public universities don't charge tuition fees, so that is also one good reason to study in Germany. And of course, you have heard about the good living environment. That's not only in Germany, but also in Germany, you can study safe and clean, great culture, good food, and so on. The advertising block is long, but as I said, we are focusing on the university system, on the academic questions. So 2 things you should know about the university system in Germany. One, I mentioned already, the universities of applied sciences. They are really a great chance for foreign students, for international students. So if you check upon the database, if you look for a program, then do not just overgo them. They are really to be considered. And the other aspect is most of our universities or colleges of art and music, they are public and therefore tuition free. But there are also private universities that usually charge a somehow high fee. And what is important, the quality, you don't pay for a better program. The quality of the academic programs is the same. You don't get a better education or a better program. But what you get definitely is probably a better service, a better network, probably a better, an easier entry into the labor market if you focus on like business schools, because they are really connected to the world. But that's all the extras that you pay. You don't pay for the academic quality, the quality is really the same. So that's very important to know whenever you choose your program. Our bachelor programs are 3 and 4 years, master 1 to 2 years. It depends on the programs. If you are interested in research, only universities offer doctoral studies. So if you head for a University of Applied Sciences, you cannot do your PhD there, but of course you can change to a university afterwards. And the most important thing that I'm always asked, there's still a little challenge with the Philippine education system from the point of view from Germany. There is still a big difference between the educational systems, and the German Cultural Conference is not considering the high school certificate, your school living certificate from the Philippines as entry qualification for a bachelor's program. So if you are a high school student and you would like to study, you consider taking a bachelor's program in Germany, this is difficult. It's possible, but it's difficult, and you need to start your studies in the Philippines before you can transfer into a similar program in Germany. Sometimes there are foundation or preparatory courses that you can take, but altogether it's kind of tricky. And I always recommend, once you started your bachelor in the Philippines, you have great bachelors, finish it, and then go for a graduate program, go for a master's program. The choice is bigger. We have more international programs in the graduate programs and master programs. There are more scholarships available, because the higher you get, the higher your education level is, the better the funding is, the funding options. So if you have your Philippine bachelor and you consider studying in Germany, still it's not just with a finger snip, but it's formally much easier. And the only thing that you have to consider then, or that the universities in Germany will consider, is if you fit into their program, if you and your academic background and your qualification meet the requirements, if your qualification is enough or meet the requirements from the program that you have chosen. This is something that all universities will evaluate individually. So there's no general answer to how can I study a master's program. There's just the fitting. It's all about the fitting. And that's something that you have to find out. And I always recommend, once you have made your choice, contact the university. Step by step. So now I would have like to show you the My Guide database. Germans love databases, but they are really good and they are so helpful. They have a very, very strong search mask. And if you like, I can show you this on the booth. But please remember My Guide for the programs. Yeah, talking about languages, of course, most of the programs in Germany are in German. So if your German language proficiency is B2 or C1, you have a bigger choice of programs, but still you need to prove your language proficiency. If you choose an international program, you will have to provide English language proficiency. So it's either or. That's the second database, funding guide. So if you go home and remember those two addresses, those two internet links, My Guide and funding guide, you are fine, because you can enter your search for a good program, for a suitable program. Take your time, check out the programs. You will see they are very, very different. There's a great variety. They focus on different subjects, on different specialties. And once you have found your program, you can proceed to the scholarships. You can see a screenshot there. It's also the same search mask, and you will find many scholarships. My organization, the German Academic Exchange Service, is offering some programs, but there are many more organizations and foundations offering. Yeah, this is what DAAD is focusing on: development-related studies, public policy, and there are some scholarships in architecture, fine arts, performing arts, and music. And of course, there are also research grants and research funding. So if you're interested in doctoral studies, please see me for more information. Financial thing, I think this is also comparable to other European countries. Even without a tuition fee, you will still have to pay for your living. And the amount is like, yeah, well, that's a very, very general calculation, that the amount comes to 50,000 peso per month. That is something that the scholarship will cover. But if you don't get a scholarship, you are still allowed to work part-time. How to apply, either at the university or at an agency called Uni Assist. We are not going to see this. For the visa application, meet my colleague from the German embassy. He's also at the booth, and there is a QR code that you can scan for a video where you are led through this process step by step. And that's it. That's me. I'm here to help you find a good program, find a scholarship. Come to see me, meet me, talk about your career planning, ask for information. I'm happy to help you, and I would be really happy to meet you in Germany. Thank you. Questions? I don't think we have time for questions. Yeah, one question? Okay. Not in general, but yes, probably formally. But I mean, it's about the matching of your qualification. So if you have a good master, if you did a good master, you don't need to you don't need to choose a second master in Germany. You could go for doctoral studies already. So to save time. Oh, okay, well, that might help. Yeah, if it's within the subject that you are choosing, that might help, of course, because it's part of your qualification, and they will evaluate your qualification. So yes. Do we need a proof of German proficiency? Kai, are you here? I'm not sure. I think, well, that's on the website from the embassy. Okay, it's not on my website. I'm not sure, but you need a proof of German language proficiency to get accepted at a German university for a German program, of course. And once you have the acceptance letter from the university, you can apply for a visa. So it's just not in the same order. Okay. so far for now. I'm at the booth. Don't hesitate to see me. Thank you.